Good afternoon. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration says Tropical Depression Egay may intensify into a super typhoon by Monday. According to Pagasa, Egay is forecast to strengthen into a tropical storm in the next 12 hours. Throughout its duration within the Philippine boundary, Egay may continue to steadily intensify and reach super typhoon category by Monday, July 24, in time for President Bongbong Marcos' second State of the Nation address. In its 11 a.m. bulletin, Pagasa says Tropical Depression Egay was last spotted 900 kilometers east to southeastern Luzon. Egay packs maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 70 kilometers per hour. There are currently no wind signals raised over the country, but Pagasa says wind signals may be raised in parts of Bicol region and eastern Visayas by Saturday evening or early Sunday. Beginning Sunday, Egay will trigger heavy downpour in Catanduanes and northern Samar. Pagasa says the current track forecast shows Egay will remain offshore over the waters east of Luzon. But Pagasa has not ruled out the possibility of a landfall scenario over the eastern portion of mainland Cagayan and Batanes. President Bongbong Marcos is set to visit Malaysia the day after his second State of the Nation address, according to the Department of Foreign Affairs. DFA spokesperson Teresita Daza says Marcos had been invited by Malaysian King Al-Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah for a state visit.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Maria Luisa Araneta Marcos were invited by the King of Malaysia to undertake a state visit to the country on 25 to 27 July 2023. During the visit, the President will have an audience with the King of Malaysia and a meeting with the Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to identify new areas of synergy between the two countries.
According to Daza, Marcos will meet with Filipino and Malaysian business leaders to explore possible bilateral trade investments and economic opportunities. The visit coincides with the Philippines and Malaysia's 60th diplomatic anniversary.
While in Malaysia, the President will have the opportunity to meet with the Filipino community living there and to personally inform them of his administration's plans and programs for overseas Filipinos. This reciprocal visit between the leaders of both countries in 2023 is a testament to the reinvigorated relationship between the Philippines and Malaysia.
Former Anticommunist Task Force spokesperson Lorraine Badoy remains unfazed by the civil suit filed against her by the chairperson emeritus of progressive group Bagong Alyansang Makabayan. On Wednesday, Bayan Chairperson Emeritus Maria Carolina Araulo filed before the Quezon City Regional Trial Court a civil case against Badoy and Jeffrey Celis, hosts of SMNI program Laban Kasama ang Bayan. This comes after Badoy and Celis repeatedly accused Araulo of being a member, leader, and urban operative of the underground communist movement in their program. As for a response, Badoy doubled down on her accusations, even daring Araulo to file a libel charge against her. In a text message to INQUIRER.net, Badoy says Araulo should instead sue her for libel, but she believes this won't happen. This because Badoy says she speaks the truth. Badoy served as the spokesperson for the National Task Force to end local communist armed conflict, as well as the undersecretary for the defunct Presidential Communications Operations Office. Locally developed cube satellites Maya 5 and Maya 6 were finally released into space from the International Space Station. This is according to the Philippine Space Agency. PhilSA says the Kibo, or Japanese Experiment Module, Small Satellite Orbital Deployer 26 CubeSat deployment mission facilitated the two cube satellites launch on July 19. According to PhilSA, the two 1.3 kilogram 1U CubeSats may help relay the data that can be utilized for weather monitoring and other emergency announcements. In a statement, the scholars that developed the satellites said they received Maya 5 and Maya 6's first beacon on July 19 through an amateur radio satellite station in the University of the Philippines, Diliman. This was around 4:34 p.m., approximately 90 minutes after the satellites were released into space. Maya 5 and Maya 6 were developed under the Space Science and Technology Proliferation through the University Partnerships Project of the Stamina 4 Space Program. The Department of Science and Technology funded the CubeSat project, and it was implemented by UP Diliman and the DOST Advanced Science and Technology Institute. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Pagasa says tropical depression Egay may intensify into a super typhoon by Monday. Bongbong Marcos set to visit Malaysia for a 3-day state visit a day after his State of the Nation address. And Filipinas opens FIFA Women's World Cup bid against Switzerland. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Beatriz Pinlac. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.